The US will abandon negotiations to end the war in Ukraine if progress is not made soon. Donald Trump told reporters at the White House that he is still hoping for a deal, but wants it done quickly. And if the parties involved make it difficult, the US is going to walk away.
There is no peace in Ukraine, and in Kharkiv there is little notion of a ceasefire. This, the destruction caused by Russia's latest missile strike. Dozens injured and at least one killed. More than 3 years into this war, and it grinds on relentlessly. At least American, European and Ukrainian leaders did meet in Paris, for once gathered in the same place to discuss the future. It's not so long since America was bullish about pushing through a peace deal, now that confidence seems to have ebbed away.
This war has no military solution to it. It really doesn't. It's not going to be decided with, neither side has some strategic capability to end this war quickly. And so what we're talking about here is avoiding thousands and thousands of people from dying over the next year. We're trying to avoid that. But we're not going to continue to fly all over the world and do meeting after meeting after meeting if no progress is being made. So if they're serious about peace, either side or both, we want to help. If it's not going to happen, then we're just going to move on.
But across Europe, America's vice president was pitching up in Rome, there to meet the Italian Prime Minister, who had herself just flown back from Washington, where she had met President Trump. Now, if all that sounds confusing, well, J.D. Vance struck a very different note from his own colleagues.
The negotiations, I won't prejudge them, but we do feel optimistic that we can hopefully bring this war, this very brutal war, to a close.
The president watched all this unfold and followed in with his own take, first saying America could walk away from talks, then backing a deal.
I know when people are playing us, and I know when they're not, and I have to see an enthusiasm to want to end it. And I think I see that enthusiasm. I think I see it from both sides.
So who's right? Is a deal close or distant? In Moscow, few clues. Russia says it has stuck to the rules of a very limited ceasefire, which only prevents it from attacking energy infrastructure, but it hints at progress.
The Russian Federation adhered to this moratorium, which cannot be said about the Ukrainian side. Therefore, certain developments have already been made, but of course there are still many difficult discussions ahead.
America and Ukraine have agreed a deal over mineral rights, but in Kharkiv, another smoking ruin tells you that the conflict rumbles on. The fog of war blended with the White House's new values. It is very hard to know if negotiations are prospering or failing, or somehow both. Adam Parsons, Sky News.